Om Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmiham. Verse number 148, please read. Shruti pramaణైకమతే swadharma nishthataivatmavisuddhirasya Vishuddha buddhe paramatma vedanam tenaiva sansara samulanasah. I hope you contemplated over this particular verse. Because very clearly it shows the way. Like the student, you remember the question where he says, Katham pratisthasya, katham vimoksha. How does this ignorance, this bondage begin? How does it exist? And then how to get out of it? This is what is a vimoksha. First, he very clearly said, only by knowledge, nastrena, sastrena, na analena, vannina, chettum shakya. You cannot destroy this ignorance by any other means except the knowledge. You cannot destroy it by the fire, air, water, all these things we saw. No other action can destroy the ignorance. Because when action is physical, ignorance is subtle. A subtle thought, a sense of bondage, which comes because of the wrong thinking, cannot be removed by the action which is born out of wrong thinking. Understand? You are acting on in life, getting yourself busy with sounds, touches, taste, smell, sight of various kinds, searching for the happiness outside. So these actions which are triggered by the desire prompted by ignorance cannot destroy the ignorance itself. Understand? Because who you are is absolute happiness. Aham pratyaya gochara. I am the absolute happiness. That is why ignorance can go by knowledge. But people are so obsessed with the actions of various kinds. That is where the practices have gained currency. In the name of religion, in the name of mysticism, mystery, people engage themselves in various types of practices. Somehow thinking that one day or other it will all disappear. It's like trying to remove the ignorance by taking buckets, trying to remove the darkness by taking buckets of it and pouring somewhere. You can't carry darkness, you have to bring light. Please understand that point. You cannot remove darkness by any action. Bring in the light. Same thing also, the darkness of ignorance in one's own self, where the person is not aware of himself. Bring in the light of knowledge, which is again already existing in one's own self. Where the people get lost. Like yesterday, I was telling you, I'll repeat it for you. Please think over it. The example. The free sampling. Like a person, their first experiences in life are free samples. Think. The sounds that we hear, the touches that we have, the taste, the smell, the sight, it comes by themselves. Because no child is aware yet as to what he or she should demand. To demand an experience, you must have already got it. That's why unknown experiences you cannot demand. Are you getting that point, please? Unknown experiences you cannot demand. You cannot ask for a food which you have never tasted or never heard about. You cannot ask for a music. If somebody asks you, please request Man Pasand ki Gana, like in Vivid Bharati and all these FM stations, you can request for a song which you have already heard. If you have not heard it, not heard about it, you cannot ask for it. So just like in the airport duty-free shop, even sometimes in the big supermarkets in Western countries, there shall be people sitting down there and making little pieces of cake or little biscuit. So as you are passing by, please take it, very free. Because once you taste that, then the big baskets, big dabbas are available, Big boxes you can purchase and take home. Understand? So the free sample is given there. And once you take it, you get hooked into it. Same thing also in life. Everything comes in a free sample. Your sound, your touches, your taste, your food, your sight. It comes. The first experiences, you didn't know, but suddenly you experience it. And after that, you want to repeat it again and again. After you get the free sample, then comes your repetitiveness, repetition. But please appreciate, one of the most unfortunate thing that happens is, the sensations are not only free, but being with yourself at that time also comes free. Both are free samples. Being happy and enjoying the sensation, both comes free. Like this morning, it's such a beautiful morning. If you ever come out and enjoy this lovely breeze, calm down, little darkness, sun is yet to come, it's like a paradise. Nitya Prabhata, describe the Swarga where there is eternal dawn. It never becomes day or never it is night, just a dawn. The best. We shall miss this dawn which comes as a free sample because you never created it. But that moment when I was experiencing this dawn, being with myself also comes as a free sample. We don't look for it. Are you getting that? What we chase is sensation. What we ignore is our own being. Are you getting that point, please? What we chase is sensation. What we ignore is our own being. Because the person cannot believe that in those moments of ecstasy, in that moments of satisfaction, is being with himself. That is why any type of initiation, when you go into a smoking, drinking, even physical intimacy, sexual awakening of the person comes free. Just see that. The sensation comes. Then the person doesn't know that that time he is being with himself. As a result, more powerful the sensation, more powerful the obsession. We have already seen, nobody kills himself for sound or a taste or some type of a sight or smell, perfume. It is the food, survival and physical intimacy, sex. These are the two sensations which are so very strong, for which empires can be destroyed. Ravana, those days, mythological example. Modern days example, so many kings, just for a king, just for a kingdom, riches, power, man or woman, food shortage, something somewhere, people destroy each other. It's all because of the obsession you have created. Understand? And the obsession you create in time. So the free sample that comes, a beautiful example, please take. Everything comes free. Sensation comes free. Happiness also comes free. Your being with yourself is free. Your sensation, first sensation also comes free. When you repeat the first sensation 100 times, we don't recognize that we are going back to ourselves. That is why teaching. In a teaching, no guru, no scripture gives you the happiness, reveals. As I told you, a teacher is a facilitator. Scripture facilitates. You help the person discover what is his own nature. That is why you are not proud. What is that I can give which is not with you? Think of this. Even the sensation, think, what is that sensation an object can create in your body which is not in you? You listen to the beautiful sound. Oh, it's so nice. What is so nice? Not the sound. The sound is so nice. Why that time everybody is not enjoying it? The same music is heard by thousands of people. Some are bored, some are sleeping. Some enjoy. Same touch, same climate, beautiful breeze. Somebody is having fever, that cool breeze is a nuisance. Understand? Same food, same sight. Understand? No object, no sensation can provide, no experience of perceptions, sound, touch, taste, smell can create a sensation in you which is not in you. Understand? So also the knowledge. Absolute knowledge, yourself. So what we do, we unconsciously go on changing the sensation because paranchikani swayambhu vetrunat, as though the Creator himself has destroyed the man by giving him a set of sense organs which are extrovert. So look at your life. If you feel disturbed, what is disturbing you? Never the sensation, the memories of it. The object is innocently sitting down somewhere. A sound or a touch or a taste or a smell, sight, all the sources are somewhere innocently existing. But in your mind, you are being driven crazy. Why? The thought comes. When the thought comes, you want to repeat it. That is why sit down for your sake. One whole day sit down, 6 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, and see what is pushing you. You shall see nothing pulls you from outside. Nothing. No, Swamiji, when I am sitting down, my friend calls me, He can call you. A call is a suggestion. Movement is yours. Understand? A call is a suggestion. Are you getting that point, please? Can you come for a movie? Come here. It's a suggestion. The ultimate movement begins from you. Understand? So you sit down and see for yourself. Who is driving you crazy? Nobody. Because of your wrong assumption that object gives me happiness. Like, remember that story I was telling you about the donkey. We'll take it in a different way today. I was thinking yesterday, beautiful point comes. The donkey thought, because of him only the master is getting the arati, food, fruits, everything. So, one day he leaves the master and goes out. What he gets? Utam madhyam, beatings, wherever he goes. No respect. And he starts wondering another day, what happened to this? Nothing. The example is beautiful, and in your say, you can take in your own case, so beautiful it is. The donkey was getting respect because of the master. Now here, the master, the awareness, yourself, getting all beatings because he's riding in the donkey of a body, sense organs, experiences of every kind. Left to himself, all respect, happiness, joy. And here, the beauty is, the body doesn't want you to ride it. You are riding the donkey. That is not body's mistake. You understand the example? The sense organs are not trying to take you for a ride. They have no desires of their own. A thought is not pushing you. Thought has no capacity until you empower. Are you getting that point, please? A picture has no capacity to torture until you empower. Please. So you are riding this donkey's body, your thoughts, sense organs, and getting beaten black and blue by the time or circumstances in life. Aging, changing, dying, diseased. Then you thought, let me go a little without these things. Suddenly, all bliss, happiness, freedom, anything you wish. Whatever you wish is yours. And having seen it, you ride the donkey of a body. Why? Only with that you have access to the universe. See how beautiful this body is. With your sense organs, you look at the creation, which only with sense organs you can perceive. You may be consciousness, eye of the eye. If your eyes are blind, you are finished. You may be the ear of the ear. Your ears are deaf, you are finished. You may be the tongue of the tongue, your tongue is burnt, you are finished. Understand? You may be thought of the thought. Without thoughts, you can't remember anything. Are you getting that point? How beautiful it is? You have most beautiful animals at your disposal. Lovely vehicles at your disposal. Innocent vehicles called body, mind, sense organs to move out into the vastness of the universe. Where lucky the vehicles do not resist. What you want to see, eyes will not resist. What you want to hear, ears will not resist. That is why if you know how to see, how to hear, how to taste, how to touch, how to smell, no sense organ is a problem, no sensation is a problem, no creation is a problem. Everything is a blessing. It goes by the removing the ignorance of yourself. Where the ignorance is, I don't know myself. Instead of seeing myself as aham pratyaya gochara, the meaning of the word I take myself to be the I thought. Cannot make it simpler, huh? I told you. Do you eat rice? Or meaning of the word rice? Deliberately I am repeating. I hope you are repeating by yourself. Do you eat rice? Or meaning of the word rice? Meaning of the word rice we eat. Do we drink water or meaning of the word? We don't drink the water, the word, but the meaning of the word. When somebody tells you, come here, you listen to the sound, but the sound has a message. The message is important. The words carry the message. Delivering the message, words drop out. Then why the individual, the I, who is so intelligent, always takes the message and drops the words? When it comes to itself, it is hanging on to a word. Be the meaning. Can you close your eyes for a few minutes, please? Please learn to see these things. Must learn to contemplate. Always you are receiving the message and dropping the words. When I ask you, come here, your movement begins. You listen to the word, then you start moving. Pick up the book without words, silently. You do the action, picking up a book. Please see that for yourself. One. Listen to the music. The word is said without any word from your side. You can quietly, with your hand, put on the music, listen to it. Every time a word is repeated, you are receiving the meaning of it and dropping the words. All time in life, the I which is doing that doesn't do it on its own nature. The word I is a name. Who you are, your sense of being, is not a name. Who you are is not the I, the self, but the meaning of it. Atma, Chetana, Sat-swarupa, Chit-swarupa, Sukha-swarupa. Meaning of the Sat, Chit, Ananda, Shivam, Shivam. Just be that silence, stillness. Learn the words to communicate, not to create. No word can create an object. That is why when you do not understand yourself, do not abide in yourself who you are, the happiness, you can engage yourself in a wordy duel, that is argument. Dry, ineffective, so-called intellectual argument. Words to words, words to words. If you are interested in a meaning, you will not be arguing. You see the meaning of it, not which word is appropriate, which word is not. Even if somebody uses a wrong word, it makes no difference to you. You understand it rightly. Like when you appreciate the meaning of the word I, and if another person says, I am hungry, you know who he is, hungerless. What he has, hunger at the level of the body. He is desperate. For his sake, you give him something. When you are hungry, you know you have the hunger. You have the patience too. You can live with it for some time. When somebody gives you a very derogatory statement, insulting, so-called insulting statement, say you are fat or lean, stupid or bright, he's discussing, talking about my body, the condition of my mind, definitely not about myself. So there is no reaction from within. You are with yourself. Nobody can say anything about you. Indescribable awareness. And what they describe, your body, mind, that's the condition of the body. Lean, fat, thin, blind, deaf, mute, bright or dull, are various conditions of all your upadhis. Who you are, absolute. If you consciously abide there, then the habitual because of your habitual, repetitive indulgence in sensations of various kinds, you have created obsessions within. So very consciously you express. That is where Vishuddha Buddhi, Shastraika Pramana Mate Swadharma Nishtha. Knowing about yourself, I am the happiness. When you come across certain contradiction, that even though I am the happiness, these thoughts are disturbing, all because of habitual, repetitive behavior. Not knowing happiness is myself, I have already created an obsession. Obsession means compulsion. The thoughts come, I must do. Now consciously you express your thought into action. Your emotions into action and speech. In the process, the thought is expressed, there is nothing to bug you inside. Consequences you are accepting as it is without reacting. Karma phala tyaga. Giving up the result of the action, meaning accepting as it is. Karmanyavadhikara me ma phaleshu kadachana. I know how to act, but results are not in my hand. You have consciously acted with total preparedness for the consequences. And therefore no reaction that it should have happened or should not have happened. Thus the thought that is disturbing you, as already expressed, no more you are reacting to the result of action. You are at once with yourself. Karma Yoga Buddhi. Karma Yoga is not a particular action. It is any action done with right attitude. So every action becomes worship. If you do it with Ishwararpana Buddhi, God alone does it. Devotion. Accepting as your own self. Buddhi Yoga, you can use that. Thus, coming across this knowledge, your whole living becomes a great blessing. You know how to handle your emotions, past, memories, present perceptions, because you are eternally restful in meditation with your own self. Aham pratyaya gochara. The meaning of the word I. The more and more you see it, you know more. Engage yourself in unnecessary words, descriptions. Your speech very limited, very deliberate, very meaningful. You can choose to talk too, but no more unconscious, meaningless deliberation, but a very conscious delivery. And also very conscious acceptance. When somebody speaks the word, you see the message and you don't hold on to the words. That is why the message is more important than the messenger. That is why in this tradition, the knowledge is worshipped. No teacher, no guru claims that ownership. Iti susruma purvesham. This is how we have heard. So there are no cult figures in Upanishadic tradition. If it happens today, it's a misunderstanding. Receive the words. See the message, be the message. Words drop out. Remember the example. Don't drink the name water, but the meaning. Don't eat the word rice, but the meaning. Don't ride the word car, but the meaning. Every aspect of your life is like this. Then be the meaning of the word I. And that indeed is meaning of the word Ishvara, God in yourself. Always in meditation. And see this, Vishuddha Buddhe Paramatma Vedanam. When your buddhi is Vishuddha, understand. A pure mind means not a thought-free mind. A pure mind is where no more compulsive thoughts. Are you getting that point? Take that statement. A Vishuddha Buddhi, pure mind does not mean thought-free. Projection-free, in a sense. No more obsession and compulsion. No thoughts have the capacity to push. Because you are happy with yourself. So it's a very functional mind. That is why Shiva, understand, Shiva, Ardha Chandra is there, no? Chandra Maulishwara. In who has got a moon. Why in Shiva's mind there is a moon? Because the moon stands for the mind. Just a functional mind. You understand that? Ditya Chandra, like a second day moon, Shiva has got. Why? Functional mind. Appropriately, today's so-called wise people, they have got a full moon around, with total madness, insanity. You understand? It's a functional, just a hint of a mind. So all thoughts are there, but nothing is pushing you. Ask yourself a question. Do you live like that? That is Vishuddha Buddhi. So in that type of mind, Paramatma Vedanam, you can't escape being with yourself. When a sound is not disturbing, what does it mean? You are already with silence. Are you getting that point? The sound is not disturbing. See that? Outside. The bus is going. Oh, yeah. You want to go somewhere? Go there, stand there, take the bus and go. Don't say, no, it should be all silence, there should be no sound. All right, you are stuck here, can't move. Buses need to have sound. That is where you become impractical and stupid. You would dismiss everything. You need the sound of a bus. Are you getting that point, please? Or how do you know the bus is coming? Our telephone is unnecessary. Unnecessary ringing. It gives you necessary messages. Unnecessary, if you know how to make use of it unnecessarily. Simply sit, hello, so, what is this so? When somebody, if you call somebody, what should you say? You have something to say, no? So, what is the message today? Where is anything more? Why are you asking anything more? That means you have nothing to talk. Sit down. How you understand how people talk in this stupid little machine? Hello, what is anything special today? Why? So you are not quiet by yourself. You want to find out from others what is going on, right? Why? Why? You can't sit down at your room. You must go out and ask everybody, what are you doing? What's your problem? Why don't you stay at home? No, you must go and then, the other person doing something, they remove his book, put it this one, put that way. The person is forced to be disturbed. As a principle, don't go into somebody's room unless it is needed. When he's out, you are also out, talk. But don't go there and start discussing nonsense. Understand. Vishuddha buddhi, don't translate, thought-free mind. These are a mindless statement. So liberation means whole creation disappears. Then why should I have a body? For what? Understand. Vishuddha buddhe paramatma vedanam. And then what happens? Tenaiva samsara samulanasa. Thereafter, samsara samulanasa. The samsara, the changes which are previously affecting you, doesn't affect you anymore. Not that the samsara disappears. What will translate? Samsara samulanasa. He does not see the world anymore. What nonsensical translation is that? Samsara disappears. The wise man doesn't see anything except Brahman. Who talks about it? Total otherwise. Unwise and stupid. We get theoretical expressions. Who is a top class driver? Think. Who is a top class driver? Simply seated, right? Top class driver? Seated on the car, top driver. Can you say? One who is going in 200 kilometers speed. Bumper to bumper traffic, doesn't touch anybody. Ace driver. Who is a free person? Who is honest? Have you committed theft? Never. Why? Never got a chance. That's not honest. You got a chance to commit theft, but you don't. There is something lying down, you can pick it up. Nobody is going to see it. No. I won't. Why? Somebody's, why should I touch? Really there. Do you gossip? Never. Why? I don't know the language. Means I want to gossip, but I don't know the language, how to talk. That is why you feel suffocated inside, right? So when you see somebody who knows the same language as yours, floodgate opens. Suppose you are in Tamil Nadu, you have come to Tamil Nadu, and you want to gossip, but you can't gossip because you don't know Tamil. So by chance you see somebody Hindi speaking, what happens? You are everything. Or you are a Tamilian man, you have gone to other place and you don't know how to talk because you don't know, nobody will listen to you. But another Tamil fellow, immediately, the whole information must be poured in 1 minute. Why? Restless. That's not freedom. We have no chance to talk, therefore not talking. That's not freedom. You have got all the chances. Never. So samsara samulanasa doesn't mean samsara is disappearing. Samsara is unaffected I am. Master. And what is the samsara really? Thoughts only. You don't have to control the universe. It's very good left to the nature. As long as you don't spoil it, that's enough. Look at this beauty. Can you create this? Imagine today's morning. It's a dream. Oh. Cannot believe Tiruvannamalai is so cool, so beautiful. So you feel like passing now, This is you understand? You understand? There's a moment. It's so beautiful. Can't be better. The samsara nasa doesn't mean everything goes away. No. You are totally at rest with yourself. Your ignorance gone. So samsara nasa means your avidya nasa. Your ignorance has gone. Are you getting that point? Are you getting that? Your ignorance gone. Because your ignorance made it appear as a samsara, where the changes are suffocating you. When your ignorance goes away, the same world which was appearing dangerous looks so blissful. Are you getting that point, please? When your ignorance is gone, when you are happy with yourself, now the same world which was previously appearing terrible looks such a blissful existence. The body which I thought was a curse is such a blessing. The mind which I thought was a problem is such a blessing. Everything is a blessing. Samsara gone. Are you getting that? Don't take it, stupid type of translation where everything disappears. He doesn't see anymore, taste anymore, touch anymore, sight anymore, nothing. So, one man was, crazy. One day I remember, me and my friend were going in a particular religious conference. He says, there is a wise man. He claims himself a wise man and he puts on a fancy dress, real fancy dress, rubbish. And then he is not to be, he is a wise man. He claims him a wise man. So what does wise man means what? Akarta abhokta. You don't do anything, you don't enjoy anything. So, since he doesn't do anything, he will be seated there. There will be two people feeding them. He akarta, Then why are you bhokta? Why are you eating? And preferably beautiful girls also. If you are a man, it should be girls. If you are a girl, it should be beautiful boy, handsome boys. How dangerous it is, Agartha. Abhokta, right? Just go nuts, I say. Physical inaction is not akartrutva. When you physically don't do anything, but if you sit down with an idea, I am not doing anything, that is kartrutva. I have renounced everything. You are the most indulgent person. Are you getting that person? A person who has renounced everything and then he sits down with the idea, I am the greatest renunciate. You are the most indulgent. You are the proudest fellow. Arrogant. You are not simple. You are complicated. Please appreciate. So samsara nasa does not mean anything disappears. Only your ignorance goes away. So beautiful. Lucky. When my ignorance goes away, only I am free. Lucky. Suppose your ignorance, everybody's world disappears. Oh, yo. What a world it is. Ishvara. Eneva samsara samulanasa. Okay. Next verses are all, 3-4 verses are verses. Okay? There is not much meter there. So you can just read it out, please. Kosairanyamaya dipanchavi Atmana samvruto bhati Nija Shakti samutpannaihi Saivala patalairiva Ambu vapistham. He gives a beautiful example. Just they are all introduction to the topic, okay? The same three subjects and verses will be elaborately discussed. We slowly now is coming into what are your sources of bondage? Where do you get bound up? Panchakosha, it will come now, okay? So words are now introduced. Panchakosha, Sarira, gross body, subtle body, all these things will come now. So that's why he is introducing. Kosa annamayadyehi panchavihi atma sambrutaha na bhati. Atma, understand, not the atma, the word. The meaning of the word atma, yourself, sambrutaha, completely covered by what? Panchakoshadhi annamayadhi panchakoshehi. Beginning from annamaya, your food sheath, body, pranamaya, manomaya, vijnanamaya, anandamaya, all these things should come later on. These five C's covered by that, sambrutaha na bhati. Covered up doesn't appear to be. That is why, please see, hey, I made it very simple, huh? Remember that. Just don't think, oh, very, very difficult to understand. No, not difficult to understand. Please appreciate. Not difficult to understand. Right now you can see. With your eyes, you see the world. Do you or not? You do. Do you remember your eyes? So, Sambruta, covered does not mean covered, unconscious. Are you getting that point, please? Do you understand? All the time listening to me, do you remember your ears? The moment you hear, how do you feel? Ha! My God, so true. That is how it is. All the time you are conscious of your thoughts and perceptions. Can you be aware of consciousness? That's right. Knowledge. You can appreciate it immediately. But by habit, again all thoughts come back. As though. When he's coming back, you don't have to miss it. Like he gives a lovely example. Nija Shakti samutpannehi saivala pataleiriva ambu bapistham. Bapistham amburiva. Like the water in the bapi, in the pond, in a well, or in a puddle, anything you say. There is water there. After some time when the water stagnates, the little saivala, the semolina, what they call nowadays, you know that, what is that nonsense? The green thing, green musk thing, semolina. Any you know that green, what is that green thing they eat, no? Wheatgrass. Not wheatgrass, that in Pondicherry they make everywhere. Anyway. That green powder, no? That, spirulina, not semolina. The spirulina. The spirulina, you know, when they put it, that they collect it from the saivala, from the that green moss. When he completely covers it up, how? Nija Shakti samutpannehi saivala patale. Nija Shakti, because of the power in the water, the musk comes. The musk by itself cannot come without the water. So the water helps in bringing the musk and getting itself covered. Same way, the samsara, the whole perception cannot come by itself. It depends on the consciousness, all-pervasive, infinite existence. By its own presence, the perception takes place, memories happen, and then it is completely covering it up. Like the sun. Bhanu pravajanita abhrapangti bhanu pravasanjanita abhrapangti bhanum tirodhaya vijrumbhate yatha. Bhanu prabha sanjanita abhrapangti. By the rays of the sun, the clouds rise. And the cloud covers the sun. In the presence of the awareness, perception takes place, memory is collected, memories cover it up. You forget sight of yourself. So like that, Panchakoshadi, what all things comes out? Panchakosha, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Mano, Vijnana, all these things comes up. And how do you see it? Read. Tatsaivalapanaye samyake salilam pratiyate shuddham trishna santapaharam sadhya saukhya-pradam param pumsaha. So he gives a beautiful example. What he says? Saivala apanaye samyak salilam suddham pratiyate. Shaivalam, when you remove the Shaivala, that mas, when you remove, Suddham salilam pratiyate, pure water is visible. So the removal of the, listen, removal of the mas, did it create the water? No, the water was already existing. Only you removed the cover. You are walking down one day in the garden. Okay? You are walking down in the garden and you are a nature lover. You say everything is green and beautiful. You are so lost. Romantic person that you are. You are so lost in the greenery. Suddenly you get your foot into the water. Because there is a little puddle with all this muss and you got into that. You immediately jump out of it or you stay there? Of course you jump out of it. When you jump out of it, how long does it take for the muss to cover it again? In 1 second, 1 minute, again it is, ooh, it covers up. Will you put your foot again? Can you miss the sight of the water again? So because it is covered, can you miss the sight? Once you see the water, can you miss the sight of water? Even if it is covered. Even if the clouds cover it, you know the sun is shining there. Even if it appears a huge emotional cloud or a thought cloud, mood cloud has covered it, you know I am always in meditation. Never losing sight. Saivala panaye salilam suddham pratiyate. And how is the salilam? Trishna santapaharam. That water quenches the thirst which brings you pain. Param saukhya-padam gives you tremendous relief. Like that, this water of consciousness, when you see it for yourself, it removes the thirst for anything in life. When the water outside quenches the thirst only for the water. The water of consciousness, happiness that you are, quenches the thirst of every kind. Sound, taste, touch, smell, sight. Because every experience I want for what? Happiness sake. When I am the happiness itself, nothing is needed. No more compulsion that it must be there for me to be happy. No, I am happy with myself. If it has to be there for some convenience, okay. Not there, okay, I will be inconvenienced. But unhappy I am not. Understand? Always at rest with yourself. Santapaharam. It completely takes away the thirst. That is why thereafter you happily work out in life. Happily engage yourself in every activity. Tremendous responsibility also is not a burden. If you consider something as a burden, you are not happy with yourself. Happily you take it. Why? What else to do? Greater the clarity, greater responsibility you can take. If your thoughts burdens you, you can't take responsibility. Difficult. Because you will be tired. Every day you will be tired. That is why people run away from responsibility. You understand? Why people run away from responsibility? That man is saying like that. That man is doing like that. That fellow is doing like that. Suppose 100 people are there. You can't handle. If you cannot handle the responsibility of 1,000 people reacting 1,000 different way, you cannot take that responsibility. You will be tired. That is why the person should be given a job where there is only to deal with 1 or 2 persons. Just 1 or 2 persons. And that also you can't do it, your life is finished. Like a husband and wife. Just living with one man, commit suicide. You are living with one woman, you are committing suicide. 2 children. Cannot handle. Can't take the responsibility. That is why people, what? Sannyasi now. Sannyasi means what? Run away. Run away means what? No responsibility. Appa. What does it appa? Now you are other people's burden. You understand what it is? How dangerous it is? When you say, you understand the psychological dimension? When you say you can't take responsibility, what does it mean? Every single thought becomes your burden now. You can't handle it. If you want to be like a Janaka, Raja, Rishi, enormous responsibility of a kingdom, eternally restful with himself. You see your own capacity. That is why you can't be pushed into activity. Cannot be pushed. You ask for it more and more. Are you getting that? If the person is free, he will automatically take more and more. And when the person is not free, he will shun activities. Get away, get away, get away. There is a Christian mystic story. They call it desert fathers. Desert fathers and some fathers, padris, they go into some isolation in monastery, in desert or mountain and something like that. So they are known as the desert fathers. So one day, a father who has been mystic, who have been acting in the world, more involved with society, he goes there and sees these people living in the desert with the least amount of things with them, very simple life. And he goes and tells him, "Oh, you are so wonderful. You are living such a simple life. I really respect you." The man smiled. He said, "Don't be so kind and torture us. My highest respect for you, because who live in the midst of all noise, not the silence of the desert, and still maintain your sanity. You are great." Are you getting that point, please? The person who has no responsibility always smiling. That is known as stupid smile. That he has successfully cheated everybody. Simply sitting down. So that other people shall be giving food. For what? The man who takes responsibility. Lives his life, lives for others. Tremendous person. Santapaharam, understand. Because when you are happy with yourself, it takes away every type of thirst. Sound, touch, taste, smell, taste, achievement, power, position, nothing matters anymore. Why? Who can give you greater satisfaction than the happiness itself? Come on. Are you getting that? You understand the secret of it? The secret of it is, who can give, see, somebody can give me 100,000 rupees. One person can give me 100 cars. Another can give me 1,000 acre land. Maybe somebody can give me 10,000 donkeys. But can anybody give happiness? So what are you afraid of in life? If you are a happy person, you cannot be afraid. There is no fear. Ataso bhayam gato bhavati yada ye vaisya etasmin adrushye anatmya nirukte anilayane abhayam pratishtam vindate. Ataso bhayam gato bhavati. When the person avoids in himself adrushye anatmya anilayane, you will see that when you go to the Upanishads. Abhayam pratishtam vindate. Abides in total fearlessness. Nothing frightens. You understand what it is. Nothing frightens does not mean, now there is a, suppose one tiger comes here, oh, nothing frightens. The other day some nice joke somebody has sent. One lion is standing there, it's an African safari. Lion is standing there, the photographer is there. And the subtitle is, thank God for zoom lens. Because previously the photographers have to really risk their life. Because to go there, if you want to take a good photo, you have to be as much near as possible. And as much near means what? You can be killed. So he said, thank God for zoom. It's true. You can't show your fearlessness by going and embracing the crocodile or the shark. That's nonsense. That we are not talking about that type of fearlessness. Are you getting that point? Relative convenience, inconvenience will be there. You cannot escape. However wise you are. Krishna is happy with himself. Krishna Paramatma. But definitely you can't see enjoy the fighting with everybody. If there are no Jarasandha, there are no Shishupala, there is no Duryodhana, it will be a nice world. But if it is there, fight it and leave it. What else to do? If there are no rogues, it makes life beautiful. But if there are rogues, what can you do? Suppose there are no potholes, beautiful road. But if there are holy roads, what to do? That also you have to enjoy. What to do? You come across people like that. Suppose everybody is sweet, everybody is nice, everybody is sensitive, doing their own job. Wow, fantastic. But there will be one or two, there will be E. What to do? Everybody has to adjust. What to do? So be a person to whom others need not adjust. Can you be a person like that? Where others don't have to adjust to you, but they are comfortable with you. To whom you have to adjust? Because he has moods. So everybody will be watchful. If I say, how will you react? That person, around him, nobody can be free. Are you getting that point, please? Because you have your sides. If you tell something, boom, goes. You do something, wow, it goes. Around such a person, nobody can be natural. Nobody can be natural because you are afraid. If I say what will happen, and you have seen it once happening, next time onward, namaskar, you walk out. Then suddenly fellow says, nobody comes around me. Yeah, of course. That is how you should be. You deserve to be alone. You understand? Think, please see that, please see that. So, Sattushta, Tena, Saukhya Pradam Param Vamsaha. Read that. We'll just, because after that, beautiful comes. Panchanam apikosanam apavade vibhatyayam suddha nityanandaikarasah pratyagrupaha paraswayam jyotihi. So, panchanam api koshanam apavade, he tells the student, when these pancha koshas apavada, like the muss on the water, removed, when that is taken away, ayam suddha vibhati, this pure consciousness as it is shining. Panchanam kosha apavade means what? Not the pancha kosha removed. I am identifying with Panchakosha. I say Annamaya food seed, I am fat. Now I remove myself from the body. Are you getting that? Are you understanding that point? 5 kosas are not removed. Your identification is removed. So kosa continues, but not the gross body, not the prana, not the mana, not the vijnana, not the ananda, not even this I thought. Suddham vivati, pure awareness. Meaning of the word I. How it is? Nitya ananda ekarasha. Nitya, eternally ekarasha. Same way. There are no ups and downs. No solid and liquid. No dense and light. Always the same. Ananda ekarasha, eternally blissful. Pratyagrupa, in and through everything. Pratyagrupa, not me alone. Pratyagatma, in everybody. Same thing. Swayam param jyotihi, self-existent light of lights. Consciousness which illumines everything. That's what Vibhati, the person, sees in himself. So when you say that light of lights, immediately the mind engages itself. If the teacher is not proper, cuckoo, now everybody goes cuckoo. I'm seeing the light of light. I am seeing the light of light. Are you nuts? I am seeing the consciousness. You know how dangerous it becomes? Now I see the consciousness. Now thoughts have come. I am finished now. Really? Not the word. Please. Suddham. So just like the Saivala, once you see the water, even if the covering comes back, water is never lost sight of. Ayyo, I don't want to go inside. Why? You know there is water there. Suppose you have seen inside the bucket there is a snake and it's nicely covered up. But you have seen the snake. Some say, go inside. Nah, I am not touching it. Why? A snake is not visible, touch it. No, there is snake inside bamboo. There is snake. I am not touching it. Why? What happened? Snake, like that. When you talk to people, you have been stung by them. You have been stung by people. Their anger, their hatred, their jealousy, their manipulation, their meanness, their stupidity. You get stung. So even if the person now decorates himself or herself nicely, you have nothing to do with that fellow anymore. Why? Now she is behaving like that, but in just a matter of time the fellow will explode. And I don't want. Oh, you are such a nice person, you are afraid of other people stinging. Yes. Do you have a sting? Do you have a sting? My sting is very sweet. Then that makes you a further greater idiot. The other person, of course, is an idiot. You are no more wonderful. Are you getting that point, please? You ask people, they will tell you who is a snake, who is a crocodile, who is a what is that shark. They will tell it out. You know, Swamiji, that fellow, you don't know. In front of you, but outside, ooh, you don't know. You have not seen that side. What about you? What about you who is coming and reporting about other person? What about you? Don't ask that question. Why? What's wrong with that? You are totally free from stings? You understand? When you listen to these things, our life becomes full of laughter, hilarious laughter. Why? The kettle is telling what is that? The kettle is calling the pot black. Okay, listen to both and say laugh and go get lost. Don't worry, it's all right. Please appreciate, friends, understand these things clearly. Make your life beautiful. Make others' life beautiful. You can't give others happiness. Need not. But do not create problem for somebody. Okay? I take it for granted that everybody understands. Unless you are less than a lizard. The lizard understood. Okay, with that we shall stop. So we shall say, so that is known as Tasma. How do I get out it? Atmanatma Viveka Kartabhye Vandha Muktaye Vidusam Tenaiva Anandi Bhavati Swam Vigyaya Satchidanandam. Right. So with that, so what shall I do? What is that question he said? Konama bandha me sagata kratam pratisthasya katham vimoksha kosavanatma parameka atma tayor viveka uchyatam. So now comes that viveka. What is this atma and atma viveka? See that the teacher is one who goes round, 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 comes back to the point. The cheat is one, starts somewhere, goes, God knows where is he going. Now you have to keep track, you have to remind, you started that, what happened? But the students are serious. The students are serious because that boy is in bound, you know. He is suffering. So he is serious. He wants to find out the secret and go. But the teacher is taking him rambling, and today saying that dance tomorrow, hold your nose tomorrow, bury your head. Okay, then what? Wait. Oh, yo. Look at the Upanishadic teacher. Comes back. That's in few verses. In Mandukya, Mundaka, all these Upanishads, when you see that, we'll see. Mandukya Upanishad is the smallest on Onkar. We'll see all that in time. Small, deadly. Just 10 verses, 10 lines, not even verses. They say, that should be enough. If you don't understand, Gadhe, go for the others. If you don't understand your little donkey, then go for other Upanishads. So many things are there, choice is yours. What to do? Okay, so Atmanatma Viveka, how it is, we shall see. Okay, please, most important, look at yourself. Do not ever try to point out somebody's mistake, somebody's moodiness, somebody's thing. They will be like that. But look at myself. Do I do that? Yes. Close your eyes, please.